Hello everyone, what's up? It is Attempt16 here, and welcome back to my channel. So, for the past hour, I have been grinding the new mob that came with the Dwarven Mines, the Ghost. Because I was interested on how good the grinding Ghost was actually for money, okay? I wanted to know, like, is it actually a viable money-making strategy compared to something like farming, or zealots? Because I know that zealots used to be a very good money-making method. I've grinded over 220,000 zealots, and most of these I did a long time ago, before the days of dungeons. Okay, before even endstone protectors existed. I'm not even joking. I used to grind zealots like crazy. So I would really wanted to see how good, don't punch me, how good ghost grinding was. And now, before I go into what I got, we're going to talk about how I actually grinded them. So now, unlike zealots, grinding ghosts is a lot more expensive. I mean, there are multiple methods, but the best method that I could find is just using a wither skeleton pet, using full werewolf armor, and it is reforged to giant, by the way, and then just using a soul whip. Now, this is a basic soul whip that I got. However, I would definitely recommend putting Scavenger 4 on it, if not Scavenger 5. If you're very rich and you're like, you know what, I'm going to be grinding ghosts like crazy, I know it, I would definitely invest in Scavenger 5 for reasons we will get into in a minute. So now, basically, what we did, so I'm just going to grab that. I came down here, and now because of the new Skyblock Extras 2.0, the ghosts are not invisible. However, for you guys, they will be invisible. So what I did is I kind of just ran around in a circle like this, just grouping them all up. They have an extremely large aggro range. And then I would just chuck my soul whip like that in there. Like this. And I was just doing that for basically an hour. And every time I killed all of them, I would just wait for the next one to spawn, and then I would group them up and kill them again. There's probably more efficient ways of, like, grouping them up, but I just made sure I was constantly holding right click. And you just have to be careful because, due to the ferocity, the reason you want to use werewolf is because of the ferocity. Now, each time the ferocity procs, you get lifesteal. And as you can see, if I walk up to them, one hit of them does a lot of damage. However, you can see one use of my soul whip, because of the ferocity, brought me back up to full health. So basically, you can tank them as long as you don't get one tapped. Right there, I got one tapped by them because there were just so many of them. They all hit me at the same time in the same tick, and I couldn't do anything because they killed me. And now we're just going to deposit my money right there for reasons we'll get into in a second. And so, yeah, that's how I grind ghosts. Now you're saying, well, why are ghost grinding good? Why is it good? Well, currently the best armor for mining is sorrow armor. And the way you get sorrow armor is by using this sorrow right here, which you can get from killing the ghosts down there. Also, I don't if you weren't noticing, if you weren't noticing my purse when I was killing them, you noticed that when I killed one of them, I got a ton of coins in my purse just by killing one. That is because these mobs are extremely high level, and with my Scavenger 4 Soul Whip, one kill gave me 425 coins. So just from Scavenger, okay, just from the Scavenger perk alone, in 1 hour, okay, I got 1,250,500, no, 258 coins. So now, because of the scavenger talisman, that's not exactly correct. Where's my scavenger talisman? Right here, wait. No, not the talisman. Talisman of coins. Because of the talisman of coins, it's not exactly accurate. It's not a straight divisible number. However, we can take that number and divide it by 425 because that's how much money they drop. And I just opened my calculator really quick. So we're going to do 102558 divided by 425. And in that time span, okay, in the time span of an hour, I killed about 2,400 ghosts, okay? So I killed about 2,400 ghosts, which is not that bad. It's also extremely good for combat XP. So I went up, you can't really see, but I went up about, I think, 300k combat XP in the hour. So it's really good for combat XP. Okay, but now the main thing. Okay, you see we got a mill from Scavenger, but what about the Sorrow and what about the actual drops? Well, there are currently 3 drops from Ghost. There is Sorrow, there is Plasma, and there is Volta. And in the time span of an hour, I got 5 Plasma, and one of them got proc to my auto recombobulator. I got 6 Volta, and I got 8 Sorrow. And now that doesn't seem like a lot, and I mean, it's okay. These are about 350k per, I think. Oh, wait, that's sold. I'll look at that in a second. Sorrow. Actually, with the new thing, I could just check. Okay, these are about 400k. These are about 17k, and these are about 20k. And if you add everything up, we're just going to round this to 15k, just for the sake of rounding, so... I got 90k worth of Volta, 100k worth of Plasma, so we're at 190k, plus let's just say 400k. 3.2 mil of Sorrow, so let's say 3.2, let's say 3.4 mil from drops, plus the 1 mil, and we ended up getting 4.4 million coins from that hour of grinding Ghost, and that's actually pretty dang good. Average rates for Zealots, back when I used to grind Zealots with Young, and I mean, probably rates are better now if we use a Frozen Scythe and stuff, and that might be an interesting strategy. I mean, interesting concept. What is the rate of money an hour of Zealots now if you use like a Frozen Scythe and something? But back when I used to grind Zealots, the rate was you got about 2 eyes an hour, and assuming that they were 600k per, that's only 1.2 million coins an hour. And this is over 2 times better than them. So take advantage of sorrow grinding while you can. You don't need to get a soul weapon. You want to wait till after next spooky when they'll most likely be a lot cheaper than 15 mil. Definitely take that advantage because honestly soul whips are a little overpriced right now. You need to grind about 4 hours to make the money back for the soul whip. Okay, so I just ran some quick calculations on my calculator, just calculating the chance with the amount of ghosts we killed and the amount of drops we got. I ran some quick calculations determining from my testing the chances of all of these drops. So for my testing, the chances of a sorrow is 1 in 300, and it's about 1 in 300, and that's probably very close to what it is, honestly. I mean, it would definitely require more testing to solidify that number. However, let's just say it was a 1 in 300 for Sorrow. That's actually pretty decent. Now, for the Volta, surprisingly, I got the most Sorrow, the second most Volta, and the least Plasma. And the chance for a Volta with my testing is 1 in 400, and then the chance for Plasma is 1 in 480, but I just did that by dividing 2400 because that's how many I killed, by 8, 6, and then 5. So those are not real numbers, those are numbers are not confirmed, those are just average numbers with what I test. And also, I will say you can get runes, but unless you get like a very rare rune, it's not worth anything. So yeah, that is an hour of grinding ghosts. If you guys did enjoy or this video helped you at all, please leave a like, subscribe, and join my Discord, which is in the description. Recently, one of my admins went rogue and kicked absolutely everyone from the Discord. So if you guys could rejoin that or join it for the first time, that would be much appreciated. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you later. Bye-bye.